everything is fine. And I want to also put something on record. There was never a time Mrs. Gomez won the election. The first election was between Austin Umahi and Anna Gomez, and it was very, very clear. 4 votes against 200 and something votes. So that was the nearest you could have come to winning any election. The one you're talking about is you're talking about INEC publishing list of candidates that should have had Governor Umahi's name as a candidate for the APC for Ebonyi South Senatorial zone. When that list came out and his name was not there, we waited. The law says 14 days from the day it was published. That list was published. If you don't go, if you don't do anything about it, it's time. So on the 13th day, we went to court to say, hi, well, our name was supposed to be on this list, but it's not there. How come we wanted the court to compel INEC to list our name because all the conditions had been satisfied? Around that time, there was this confusion. A lot of people thought that the candidate is an aspirant because up till that point, all the Governor Umahi was an aspirant in the presidential primaries of the APC. He was never a candidate. But the court, in his own wisdom at that time, INEC, in his own wisdom at that time, felt his name shouldn't be on the ballot. So he was almost at the point of judgment that Mrs. Agomeze approached the court and said, please join me in that his suit, hoping, of course, that if the court says candidate is an aspirant now, that she could benefit from it. But the court did not even grant that request. All the court said is go back and conduct a fresh primary because there were a lot of issues about the people who had participated in the earlier primaries, including Mr. Gomez herself. A lot of issues, a lot of facts were hidden from the court. It's because the court would just have gone ahead to say, yes, list Governor Umahi was really elected because a valid primary was conducted when he won. So, but when this didn't happen and the court said, go back to the field, we said, perfect, we're going back to the field. But be it known to everybody that the grounds on which the judgment was pronounced was faulty because a lot of false documents were presented in court. For instance, there's evidence that on the 9th of June, Mrs. Agomeze had written a resignation letter withdrawing from everything about that election.
So which she was to deny. She was to deny that fact.
Well, denial or not, her signatures are there, and one of them was even deposed to the High Court. So I don't know about denials. That is why we know for sure that some other people who are not connected with this business were trying to force her into those actions. Because if, for instance, the court says you cannot do anything, the law is very, very specific. Section 285 of the Constitution, subsection 9, says that any action you partake in, if you want to protest against it, you must do that within 14 days. And the Supreme Court went ahead, in Bello Yusuf, I don't know, I might not be putting the exact laws, but the Supreme Court affirmed it that even if it's on the 15th day that you wake up, and it doesn't matter how you heard of it, whether you heard of it 2 weeks after it happened, 1 month or 1 year after, the law is the law that anything that happens within and beyond 14 days is null and void. So how come we are coming almost 2 months after the action for someone to say, I'm joining you? So the court of law in the first place should have entertained it. It should have agreed for her to be part of the suit because technically he was no longer part of the process. But all the same, they did say he can be part of it. And now went ahead to say, everybody, return to the status quo ante. Let a fresh election be conducted. And to the glory of God, that election held yesterday, and the governor convincingly overwhelmingly, landslidely convinced everybody that he is the candidate of the party.
Indeed.